So this is some signed student packet. Household name?
Household name, Jimmy Sweets.
I've signed it.
Yeah, you're a household name now, Jim.
Yeah.
And this Irish girl, Kira, she goes, tell you what, whatever this pie is. What did we do? 24 bottles of Buckfast?
Yeah.
Oh, that was...
Jim stuck one up his ass.
I
knew you were going to say that.
You did?
Well, it's on the reel, on the highlights anyway. That's why I've been sitting there quiet, like...
Yeah, I know. Hello, friends. Welcome to Bongo's Bungalow, the official podcast of Bongo's Bingo. I'm your host, Jonny Bongo, and joined with my two bros on the couch, Jimmy Sweets.
Hello.
And Cole, aka Susie.
Hello.
We are celebrating today, raising a glass. We've got, what's the drink of choice today, Jim? You've dished this out here.
It is a mini prosecco.
Oh yeah, a mini prosecco. We are celebrating. You know why we're celebrating?
Go on.
Episode 9. We've made it this far. We always said if we get the episode 9,
what a landmark.
We'll have a right knees up. So yeah, thanks for joining us. It's an interactive podcast. Of course, you can get in touch with us via social media and stuff like that. Cool. Explain that in depth.
What you do is you follow us on socials at Bongo's Bungalow, or you can email us hello@bongosbungalow.co.uk.
Or you can go on our Instagram and you can click contact info and you get the little WhatsApp.
And the one I like as well is YouTube. 5 o'clock goes live, YouTube videos, and that's when you can see us, see what we're wearing. We're all very neon today.
Yeah.
You've got the what have you got on, Jim? There, the Bootle FC top.
Yeah.
You've got
the Gawa Green and White Army, Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland top, and I'm wearing a signed darts player Michael Van Gerwen top, which I think someone in the office won at a charity raffle.
Ooh, love that.
They're going to give it to someone they know, but I just thought I'd put it on now because I like it. Everyone else was wearing bright colours, so we've got loads to go through today. We've got loads to go through today.
Right.
We've got blame it on the bongos. Quite a lot of stories have been sent in the mail sack. We've got the return of Jim's quiz, and we're just going to be just chatting wham usually.
Yeah.
Very excited, and especially for YouTube viewers. I just gotta speak about this right away. Emma Taylor sent us in a prize suggestion because we've been asking for what kind of prizes we could give away. Someone went really off the cuff and said a Richard Madeley bedspread, and we kind of batted it off as whatever, and then we thought, you know what, that's a class prize, and we've actually got it made for the viewers. Do you want to hold that up, Jim? You can move your mic away.
Okay.
You might need Cole to help you there as well.
It's better than I envisioned it.
So this is a full Richard Madeley, a full Richard Madeley bed throw. Would you say? Yeah. It's I'm trying to describe it for audio listeners. It's a montage of, I would say, maybe. Oh my God, it's huge! It's absolutely massive. Look at that. That is unbelievable.
Turn to the left, Cole, for the big camera.
Yeah, turn to the left there. That is top quality as well. Feel that. What would you say that is? Is that satin? It feels like silk or satin. So Jim will be giving that away. When's your Friday night? You give that away in Liverpool? Yeah.
Yeah, Friday the 4th. Yeah. I'll be giving that away. And this is not an April Fool's joke. I will be doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's April Fool's Day today. Did you get any fools? Did you do any jokes this morning?
I've never really been involved in that really. But
no. What? No. I don't know, because it always just ends up on a bit of an argument of the cut-off point, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the cut?
Like when you reveal it, you mean?
No, I mean like...
Oh, it says midday, don't
aren't
you?
Aren't you supposed to do it before 12 o'clock or something?
Yeah. I normally fall for one on Instagram in the morning, but I haven't checked it this morning, but...
Oh, what, like one that...
Yeah. Like, before you spoke to someone, you go on like, oh, fuck, and you send it, and then people are like, it's obviously...
There was those... BBC did one about flying penguins a while ago. I remember that. There's a really, really old one that they did, I think maybe you might have to fact check this for me, but I think it was in the 1960s, 50s or 60s on BBC News. They did one about a spaghetti tree, a tree in Italy that was actually growing spaghetti, and that's where spaghetti came from. And obviously, you're talking about in the olden times there, 1950s, people just lapped it up and thought that was true. So, but yeah, I'm not really one for April Fools.
Nah.
It's not.
Do you want a fact?
Please, Jim.
100 people are allergic to water, and if you want to...
All right. Is this because we were talking about this on the bonus?
We were talking about this on Friday.
And I said no one's allergic to water.
And 100 people are allergic.
I thought it was going to be a family fortunes
Like
question
that.
there. Cool. Are you excited for snow bombing?
Yes, best week of the year.
We're going on the weekend.
Yeah,
it is the best week of the
Paddy's is
year.
the best week of the year.
No, for snow bombing festival.
Yeah, Paddy's is a day.
For anyone that's going or anyone that doesn't know, it's a skiing festival in Austria, and I think this is our 7th time.
7th, I think. Yeah,
It's
unbelievable.
and over the years we've done quite well, haven't we? We've moved up the listings. We're main stage
Yeah.
Wednesday night in the arena. It's going to be class.
If anyone
Can't
hasn't heard of it or ever seen what we get up to when we're there, go on Johnny's Instagram and on his what's it called, like your story highlights. He's got like full trips on there and the fucking. I go back and watch them every now and again.
I
like,
watched some of them yesterday.
Yeah, I think you sent me something last night.
Yeah, because I was just getting ready for it.
Yeah.
The one where you had when we used to travel to Austria when we first started doing snowbombing via van. Do you remember? And Jim, you came
Twice.
Us three in the van.
I've got PTSD.
Like 48 hours in the van.
I've only had 48 hours. What did we do? 24 bottles of Buckfast.
Yeah.
That was.
Jim stuck one up his ass.
I knew you were going to say that.
You did.
Well, it's on the reel on the
It's
highlights
on the reel,
anyway.
you've put it
That's
up
why
here.
I've been sitting here quiet, like.
Yeah, I know. And then you had, what do you call it?
I had ringworm.
Ringworm all
Yeah.
over you, and then you were rubbing it on everyone.
Yeah, Jim was licking.
Oh, it was really grown up stuff. But yeah, very excited for snowbombing. But listen, do you want to get straight in to so many messages coming in about this quiz? It was a bit mad when you were that horse last week.
I know, I've stripped it back again.
Well, you said that last time, but I'm excited for it. So get wherever you are, get your pens and papers out, and if you don't have pens and papers, just use. Would you say your mind?
Yeah, use your mind wherever you are. If you're driving or anything, you can just use your mind, can't you?
Right, straight in. What are we saying, Jim? 5
questions as normal, yeah.
Let's
There's
play the jingle. Play
no
jingle.
silly. Oh,
Jim's quiz is totally random.
Right, here we go. Any prizes?
oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Let me reach down. Get the prizes.
In the what are you going to call that? Prize corner or?
yeah, it's just like it's like behind the dog. So I'll just have a look behind the dog.
Okay.
First prize is some dog poo bag refills.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean refills?
Don't know if you got like, I don't know.
Right. Okay.
They be
Cool.
useful to you?
Sure.
The humans use
I
them.
could-
They're not in the toilet.
I could use them for sandwich bags
Yeah.
for my kid's lunchbox. Are they scented?
Don't know. I've got this card.
What's that? To my granddaughter. Yeah.
So you don't know
That'll
if you
go
want
in
to
what-
use
yeah.
I
that.
took the price off the back.
£2 as well.
£2 for to a very special granddaughter, so you can have that.
Okay.
Pass.
And then the last one is actually quite good. I know them two are a bit silly, but this is actually a signed piece of memorabilia from a household name.
Have you signed it?
Who? Is this
It's
real?
obviously you.
Do you know John Westers?
From the tuna?
Yep.
No.
So this is some signed tuna packet. Household name?
Household
Yeah.
name Jimmy Sweets?
I've signed it.
Yeah, you are a household name now, Jim.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
right, I've got my pen, let's go. How come, have you bought an iPad just for this quiz, or is that your iPad?
Well, technically you've bought it.
Oh, have you expensed that?
No, I'm joking. I got it for my birthday.
Is that what you got for your birthday?
Yeah.
A little cover and all?
Yeah. Before we start, I know I did just say this quiz is normal, but I thought we'd do a quick acting scene, Cole.
I've got a box.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, like we were talking about on Friday when I used to do what I do in the green room. Thought we'll do a scene.
Oh, great.
It's only a little one. So, right. Cole,
Yeah.
you in fact, you don't even really need to act. You're just you.
Oh, sick.
So you've just popped into a greengrocer to buy some bits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm behind the till. Okay, off you go.
Hiya, mate.
Hello. We after?
Can I get some carrots, please?
Anything else?
Broccoli.
You're in River Island, mate. So, there you go. Right, question number 1.
Really good
Question
acting
number-
from you, by the way. Really good acting.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good acting, Jim.
I've gone red. Question number 1. Name the most listened to song by Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Is it? I
Oh.
thought it was quite hard, this.
Okay. Well, I don't know yet. I don't know the answers, but I thought I did the first one that came to my head. But okay,
Yeah.
you're making me doubt myself now.
Okay. See, quite a normal question.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Question number 2 is a mini music round. So I'm going to sing some lyrics to a song, and all you have to do is carry it on when I point at you.
Right.
Okay. But I want you to sing it in like a really happy, cheerful way, and you get extra points for passion. Okay.
Okay. Are we taking it in turns?
Yeah, take it in turn. So Cole, you can go first.
Uh-huh.
Right. So you have to sing it in a real happy sort of way, nice passion. Okay.
I don't know this song.
I know this one.
Okay, you do this one.
Okay.
You got wires going in. You've got wires coming out of your skin.
You've got tears
Happier?
making tracks. I got tears that are scared of the facts.
2 points.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, Cole, you're next.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And your song is Nothing Compares to You. I remember real happy. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away.
I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away.
3 points.
Good jazzy shoulders. Since you've been gone, it's like a little bit of Bugle Boy and Company beat.
I feel like I had the easier song there because like my first line was I go out every night and sleep all day, which does sound class to be fair.
That's what you do.
I know.
Okay, and that mini music round will never happen again, but... Question number 3. Have you heard of Timmy Mallet?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to play a little game of Jimmy's Mallet.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to play Jimmy's Mallet, and it's a word association game, as you know. So you'll be playing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you the starting word, and then you battle against each other. When one person fails, the other person gets a point. Okay.
And how do you feel? Is it repetition or
You can't repeat the same word, and you can't take too long.
Okay.
Wait, so it's got to be words that relate to
The last word.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Cole,
We just have to go like kind of in a word together, or just has to relate to it?
What?
Like, is it like
you
postcard?
never watch Mallet's Mallet?
No.
No.
It's just a word that relates to the word.
So if you said postcard, I could say holiday.
Okay.
And you could say sunshine or something like
Sound.
that. Right. So who are you giving him the first word?
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash it. This.
All right.
If there's any dispute on if the word relates to the last word, you can say prove the link. All right.
Prove a pube. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Cole, you'll go first. I'll give you a word.
Hold on. Let me get focused.
Sausage.
Factory.
Hold on. Is that one?
I think he's done you.
He's done me big on the factory.
He's done you. He didn't answer quick enough. Point to Cole.
Right, point to Cole.
Okay, Johnny, you'll go first this time.
Hold on. Right, go.
Ready, Cole? Mm-hmm. He's crying. Cigarette.
Ashtray.
Pub.
Beer.
Glass.
Pint.
Oh, fuck.
Too long.
Yeah.
Point to Johnny.
Point.
Right, Cole, you're first.
I got you.
Milk.
Tray.
Hold on. He's just saying.
I know he is. I know he's just going after. Yes.
Fork.
Spoon.
Knife.
Plate.
Side plate.
Starter.
Man.
Table.
House. Oh no.
You can have house.
Dress.
Prove the link.
House dress.
What's a house dress?
Like a fucking
No, you're thinking of a house coat, like a.
church house dress.
No, there's no such thing as a house dress.
There's
1970s vintage house.
Thank you very much.
Fair enough. I didn't know you were into that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I am.
Right, okay.
Satisfactories and house dresses.
I'll give that to Cole.
Okay.
Nice one.
Yeah, you first then this time.
How many of these are we doing?
20?
Nice.
No, there isn't really. Dog.
Cat.
Whiskers.
Caesar.
Salad.
Anchovies.
Fish.
Chips.
Sausage.
Factory.
Point to Johnny H. The factory gets you.
The factory does get you.
Okay. Sky.
Fall.
He keeps doing that. He's just saying he's not doing association.
What's the first thing that comes to my head?
James Bond.
Movie.
Theatre.
Cinema.
Popcorn.
Food.
Sausages.
Factory.
I don't know what the points are now.
Can we not call that a draw?
Call it a draw. Call it a draw.
Call it a draw. Well done, Cole.
Yeah, we'll call it a draw.
Son,
Horse.
John. Cheers, John. Well
Stable.
No, that's it. That's it for that one.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Question. What the fucking hell? Question number 4. This is real, by the way. In a survey during British Sandwich Week, over 2,000 people were asked what is the UK's most popular sandwich filling. I'm after the top answer.
Right. When was it taken?
It was 1993. You know Wetherspoon's car park.
Right. Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. What?
It always, when I look at the question, it's stupid. I'm like,
What?
Just do it.
here we go again. Right, speed round.
Okay.
Okay, Cole, I'm going to give you a letter, and all you have to do is name as many things that start with that letter as possible. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. Have we got a clock anywhere, guys? And so whoever gets the most, you'll be after you're doing a different letter.
Okay.
Okay, obviously. Whoever gets the most gets the points. The world record is 15.
Okay.
I've just made that up. Okay, your letter is B.
Balls, bitch, bell, bell, boat.
Balls, bitch, bell end.
5 seconds left.
Boobs, breasts.
Everything you said was sexual.
What is wrong with you? Why is
That
everything?
is 7. You got 7.
Why is everything?
Balls, bitch, bell end. Jesus. Sorry about that, listeners.
Tourette's corner over there.
Didn't even say bingo.
Yeah, you didn't even say bingo. Right.
Okay, so you got 7 to beat.
7 to beat. Let me just focus because I don't want to just do swear words and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Your letter is D for dog.
Dick. Is it actually dinosaur? Door. Drawers. Dam. Done.
Done. How many did you get? 4.
4.
I just blanked out for a wee second, and I thought it might have been just words,
Don't
but
wanna
it
do
was
any
actual
swear words,
things.
Yeah, just think. Dick. Blanked out for a second.
So Cole won.
Yeah, he won that one. Yeah. Okay, go through the answers for the other ones.
What?
Yeah, that's okay. What was the answer to question number 1 then? Most listened to song by Lana Del Rey.
I put Summertime Sadness.
I put video games.
No, it's Summertime Sadness. And ironically, if you say her first name backwards, that is Summertime Sadness to some people.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Right, question 2.
Anal.
Actually, I don't know if we should put that in because it's getting too sexual. This.
Well, you've made your bed, mate. Absolute filth. Sorry, Mum.
Question number 2. Remember your points from question number 2. Cole, you got 3. Yeah. Also, your points from question 3.
Well, we called that a draw, didn't we?
Called it a draw. Okay, no points. Question 4. What is the most popular sandwich filling?
I said cheese and pickle.
Okay.
I said crisps.
Ploughman's. Anyone else?
Well, Ploughman's is like cheese and pickle, isn't it?
Tuna mayo. It's just chicken.
Chicken on its own?
Just
Not
a
even Coronation chicken?
No, just chicken.
Just chicken.
That's all it says. But
Right.
cheese and pickle, tuna mayo, and crisp sandwich were all
I'll
on
tell
the
you what,
list.
that was a really interesting question, wasn't it?
Okay, I think you need to tot up your scores, including points on question 5, and let's see who wins the tuna the dog poop refill bags in the card.
Yeah, I got
2.
I think I got 5.
I got 2. How did you get 5?
Because I got 3 from question 2. I got Summertime Sadness, and I got the last one.
Right, well done. You did.
Well done. You're getting
Well
loads of
done,
little
mate.
treats, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, right.
Well done, mate.
Nice,
Thanks, Jim. Good quiz, mate.
No problem.
You got something mad at the end or anything?
No, just...
Oh, okay. No worries. Thought you were going to, like, I don't know, transform into a big pickle or something, or or take your clothes off or something like that. No, good. Well, that's fine. Jim will be back next Tuesday with more questions. I think we take a little break. I need a wee refill, and then. But thanks for the quiz, Jim.
Yeah, nice one, Jim.
And we'll be back with some tales of bingo, and also blame it on the bongos as well. Welcome back to Bongo's Bungalow. Fantastic quiz, Jim. And you're looking all tucked in your Richard Madeley throw. You'll be sad to give that away.
We'll be sad to give it away. It feels gorgeous on the skin.
Yeah, smooth like Richard's face. He does have very smooth skin, Richard Madeley. Like,
oh yeah.
Do you not think so?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Listen. So we're going to go back we're going to have a little bit of bingo chat. We've been talking over the weeks of all different stuff. Our first shows in Manchester. Did we talk about our Christmas shows? I'm sure we did. We did, didn't we? Yeah. But we're talking about today our first ever show abroad, which was our first show. Australia? No.
Nope.
No.
We did Snowbound before that.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. Like our first ever tour.
Oh, like proper shows.
So let me get my facts right before.
Go on then.
So yeah, we did snowbombing,
Mm-hmm.
but we'd never been in another. We'd never done Ibiza. We'd never done Dubai.
Nah.
So our first actual shows outside of the UK was Australia.
I think so, yeah.
How did that come about? It's like the furthest point away you could do.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense, that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go as far away and work our way back. Yeah, I think we'd have been approached by a couple of guys that were out there, Michael and Luke, and they'd suggested about going and putting some shows on. So obviously, because it is so far away, we planned, and we were still a really small team at the time. What year was it? 2017.
17.
So
Yeah.
we'd only been going 2 years, and we worked out like a tour schedule. We did 3 cities.
Yeah, we did Sydney first,
Melbourne.
I think.
And Brisbane.
Brisbane, yeah.
Did we do 2 shows in each? We did, didn't we?
I think one of them was only one show.
Brisbane, maybe.
Yeah,
We did 2 in Melbourne and 2 in Sydney.
I think so.
But I think that was probably one of the maddest experiences of going all the way again, all the way across the world. Had you been to Australia before?
Yeah, when I was 17.
I don't think Keelan had. Will you stop holding hands?
I think it was just the thought of me being so far away from him. He was just like,
Like that.
Yeah, we'd done. Yeah, Keelan, I don't think had been to Australia. So it was you, Josh, Jess, Keelan, Slutty, Sue,
yeah,
and me, and Cole, and Tech Tom.
yeah,
So 6 of us
yeah.
flew out there. Kind of were flying on the seat of our pants a little bit, like on the sense of trying to put it together out there.
Yeah,
I know that in Sydney there was like it was quite difficult there because there was like loads of restrictions, wasn't there?
yeah.
Like
They'd been saying something about they'd had problems recently with like kind of nights, hadn't they? Like people were coming in like and just shutting everything down. If they were too rowdy and stuff like that.
yeah, which was tough for a bingo show. I remember going like again. It was just. Do you remember at the start of the show asking like because we sold them all out, didn't we? We sold every single show out, which is nuts. And then I remember at the start of the show like asking like, was anyone in from Australia or anyone in from Sydney? And there was like I was like, anyone in from the UK? I was like, anyone in from Liverpool? And the whole crowd just went like, yeah. It was class, like, but it was definitely a mad one, like.
Yeah, I think obviously so much word of mouth because we got obviously that we were doing Manchester and Leeds. We were so big in Liverpool really quick. So it must just been word of mouth from people going in Liverpool to like relatives and friends over there. So it was like 80% Scousers.
Yeah, easy. But I think we did. I remember doing something on Facebook where it was like we're coming to Australia, and it was literally that was the way to market it. I'm sure we maybe had a little bit of press, but it was marketing it as in like people were just tagging people out there.
Yeah.
Because like that's probably pre-Instagram as well. It was just a big Facebook heavy tag fest.
Yeah, but loads of us who were going as well. We all like knew people over there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like my sister was living just outside Brisbane. You have family in Brisbane as well, Tom? So like they were like just obviously spreading it. We knew loads of people in Sydney as well.
Do you remember we did the we did the photo shoot. So we did the 2 shows in Sydney. If I told you this, Jim?
I don't think so.
So we did the 2 shows in Sydney, and we were meant to do an interview for the biggest newspaper in what was it, like the Times or something, whatever. And Slutty Sue, do you remember he had his?
I can't remember how he done it. He like split his with a dangly thing at the back of your throat.
Tonsils?
No, the dangly thing.
The dangly thing.
There's a name for it. What's the name for it? Urethra?
Uvula.
Uvula. Let's go get uvula. Well done, Tech Tom. Yeah, that was cut, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's went to the hospital.
But then it was cut. But then it was like, it was like
inflamed,
swollen.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he started coughing blood and stuff.
I can't remember. I think he was just coughing too much or something.
You know when you cough too much and that wee dangly thing splits.
No, but
it's the banjo of the throat. But yeah, it was blood. He was coughing blood everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So me and him went and did this photo shoot they brought like an old lady down, didn't they?
It was just her in the middle of us, and like obviously I was in my dress and that. I think she had all the like, was it like a big bingo ball maybe?
I think so. We'll find the photos and we'll put them up on the screen. But I remember like, because I think even in the UK, like we'd never ever really done like
any
much
press,
like not much press. So like I think we were both absolutely buzzing. You know, like we'd never like had a photographer taking our photos and telling us what to do, and they brought this woman down for the photos.
Yeah,
and like they were, you know, can you stand here? Can you like we're getting all these shots outside of the venue and stuff. But then when we got into Melbourne,
we'd gone to a cafe, haven't we? I think we'd landed in Melbourne. We couldn't get into our Airbnb yet. So we just went to a cafe and had some food, and I just pulled over the paper and just started like reading through it and just turned the page. It was like a big photo, like double spread of like me, Jonny, and this old woman, and like a big double page spread about the bingo.
Very, very surreal.
I remember like opening it, being like, "What the fuck?" And you just like, "What?" I was like, "We're just like in the paper."
Just by chance.
Like we'd flown obviously as well from Sydney to Melbourne, and like we kind of forgot about that bit, and then like it was just there.
Yeah, because I think it was promoting like the Melbourne shows.
Yeah.
But no, they were wild. And I think we got banned from Australia. We got banned from Australian Airbnb.
Well, that's Tom did, yeah, because he was using his Airbnb to book things.
Because we'd already been banned from Airbnb in the UK because of the stuff we were talking about with a couple of weeks ago when
Lawton was on,
we were staying, when Lawton was in Glasgow and he wrecked the Airbnb. So when we went to Australia, we booked everything through Tom's Airbnb, and we were getting noise complaints, weren't we?
I think we'd just gone back like and just been having kind of parties. I don't think we were being too loud, like, but obviously it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I think people were living in the ones next door, so we were just having a bit of a ball. And we'd been out one night and come back, and Tom had got a message off Airbnb saying like, you know, we've got a noise complaint, and he didn't know what to do. And I went, just reply saying so boring. So we just wrote it and sent it, and then he just got banned the next day.
Yeah. So then when we went to Brisbane, we stayed with Tom's family.
Yeah.
His boss. But yeah, so boring. Oh, the first place we stayed with in the Airbnb, like I'd never been to Australia before. Like it was really nice. It was in Sydney, and the first day we got there, it's actually going to make me feel a wee bit sick telling this story. So when we first got there, we went, like it was this class Airbnb, lovely big apartment, spiral staircase. We all had our own rooms. It was just boss, and me and Tom went for a little walk down like Sydney High Street, and it was the first day we'd got there, and like, cause you know me, Cole, I love my food.
Yeah.
There was like an unbelievable like there was an unbelievable delicatessen, like farm things, everything in there. We were walking around going, oh, this is unbelievable. And we didn't have a show that night, so I was like, we're not going out. I'm gonna cook a big meal. So I got loads and loads of stuff, and they had this one. It was like a pre-made pie that you did in the oven, but it was lamb shank pie. So it had all the pastry on top, like ready to be cooked, and then it had like the lamb shank bone coming out of it. It just looked
lovely.
It was, I think it was like something like $40 or something. I was like, nah, we're getting this pie. So we brought so much stuff, and I think we even had a bit of a we had like the barbecue out, didn't we? Bought too much stuff, like, and
Warning. This clip contains retching, which some people may find uncomfortable.
oh, that's so grim. So we had this class meal on the first night, and obviously, you know, because we were all away, we're all like living like scruffs. No one was doing cleaning up or anything like that. And this pie had been like left out for about a week and a half.
And you gotta remember as well, room temperature there is like fucking in the late 20s, like.
Yeah,
so like
I don't think the place had aircon, so we were like leaving the.
Why did you leave the pie out?
No, because no one was going to tidy up. It was just like one of those things. We cleaned up, but there was this like, I think half a pie that had been left, and then so anyway, I think we did the last night in Sydney, and there was loads from Liverpool that used to go to the quiz, and we had this big after party, and this girl Kira, I think her name is. She used to go to the quiz, like proper Irish girl, like New Keelan and all. And we went back. We had like this pie had been sitting out for. Tom's got a video of it. I am going to be sick. The thought of it. If you imagine, like oh my god, you know the fur and the mold. And
don't start balking.
It was like
I'll go.
pure.
And anyway. We're all having drinks, and this Irish girl, Kira, she goes, tell you what, whatever this pie is, she said it's fucking lovely, and she'd been, I can't tell this story.
She was eating it basically, just standing eating it. It'd been there for like at least 7 days, like, and it was stinking. It was
mouldy.
Obviously, we're all absolutely smashed. She was just digging in, like.
And what did she say again?
That's lovely pie. Oh, honestly, it's that bad.
Look at his eyes, he's crying.
It's that bad. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. And I tell you what, I've seen him do some stuff like that. Caused on. Oh, it was rough. Like. So yeah, that was the highlight of going to Australia, really.
That is the best, like the biggest memory of mine.
Yeah, it was just, you know, like,
I think Keelan necked after it as well.
Keelan
He was necked
after the pie. Anyway, so yeah,
it was stinking.
But no, the shows were class. Then we went to Melbourne. That was I think Melbourne might have been my favorite.
Yeah, it was my favorite
place. Like,
class
we all did little days out with each other. Like, we did. I think Melbourne was my favorite. No, we found the Bucky.
Oh shit! Yeah, we found Buckfast.
We found the Bucky. So there's an app. I don't think it really works.
It wasn't on that app.
It was, I think.
No, I don't think it was.
It was.
Maybe it was.
I'm pretty sure. You'll have to search it up. But why? What did you think? There's an app called Bucky, as in Buckfast.
I think we were just searching Buckfast Melbourne, and like going through shops and stuff, and eventually we found like a bit of a feed, like Reddit or something, and it was someone like saying, "Oh, there's Buckfast in Melbourne. You can get it in this shop."
But when it was a shop, do you remember we had to go, like, it felt like going to like a 1920s Chicago prohibition speakeasy, because it wasn't like a shop. You had to go downstairs. We had to knock on a little door into like a bar that wasn't open, and they were like, "You all right?" And we're like, "Any Buckfast?" And then they had it. Oh, it absolutely changed the game.
Yeah. And
then we did the shows in Brisbane, and that was lovely as well. Were
you flying everywhere?
Yeah, we did fly. I think I did a bit of a call in Dubai. I think I stayed in Sydney. I went on a night out and was like, I'm going to get another flight to Melbourne. Do you not remember this?
I think that's a lie.
No, I'm telling you, I flew separately.
Who did you go out with in Sydney?
I went to that zoo, the Sydney Zoo.
No, that was with me.
No, that wasn't. Let me try and recall the memory.
We went to a zoo like on the port.
Yeah, but I went to the famous one, the famous Sydney Zoo. Taronga. I went to that with Luke and your man. Anyway,
and who?
I stayed out. I think I went and stayed. I think I went and stayed with them for a bit.
Did he just say my man? Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, it was when. Yeah, I got off the boat. We went on a boat for my birthday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Around the Sydney Harbour.
Oh,
but it was like like fair play. Like not like it wasn't the best boat.
No,
like
we had a good day.
we had a good day, but I think we went to Sydney Harbour, and Josh had organised a boat for my birthday, and it was like we walked along the harbour, and you see all these like fucking super yachts, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then it was just this.
It was the Ford Escort of boats. Like.
It was the Skoda of boats. But what do you call it? It was a sailboat. So we went out all day on the harbour. Keelan got in trouble for jumping in, didn't he? Into the sea, because you're not. I think there's literally sharks.
But yeah, there was the area that he was jumping in like you weren't meant to.
Yeah, but
dangerous.
I had proper sea legs, and then I went back to there. I think I missed the flight the next day.
Yeah,
I was like, I can't get on a plane. Anyway. Yeah, great trip.
Why couldn't you get on the plane?
I don't know. I think I was too sick or something. I don't.
Because you're a big baby.
I'm a big baby. But then we went back. We didn't go back, but we did about 3 or 4 tours of Australia, didn't we? Rich went out a couple of times.
Yeah, I think there was even more than that.
Yeah, you never went back?
Nah.
And I think a few people have always said, like, would you ever go back? But I think it's just so far.
It is a nightmare getting over there.
And I don't think it's as big as people think, Australia. Have you ever been, Jim?
No, I never will.
Oh, never will? Why?
I can't fly that far. No way.
Really?
Not like you. I know you fly business class, but I just couldn't be able to do that.
That was the first time I'd ever been business class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Josh treated me.
You and all team?
I remember in the middle of the flight, I was sat with Tom, Jess and Keelan, and we were just getting smashed up on a ball in economy, and you came down and were like, I reckon I could sneak one of you up to the business class bar. Do you want to come? And we were all just like, nah. And you were like, oh, okay then.
No. But good times. Will we go back to Australia?
What, we do it?
Surely it's really expensive.
Well, we'll probably have to go and tour the podcast one day, won't we, when we're that big? Like,
hey, yeah, we could tour. Would you want to do a tour of the podcast?
Oh, yeah,
even
please.
if no one's listening, we'll just turn up in Australia and find a little bar. At least we've got an excuse to go. You know what I mean? Say to the missuses, because none of our missuses listen to this, do they?
Nah.
I think mine does. Hi, Louise, if you're listening. We've got a podcast trip to Sydney next month. It's just us going. Right. Let's get into the mail sack here. Blame it on the bongos. We love it when you send. It's an interactive podcast, and we love it when you send your stories in of what you've got up to on a night or after the bingo. And we've got one in from Alex. Do you want to read it, Jim?
Me, yeah, sure thing. From Alex. I went to Bongo's bingo for my hen night in Liverpool. It was one of the best nights ever. I dragged my mates into the madness, and they loved it. In the final game, my friend called bingo and pushed me to the stage. I was convinced she hadn't won and braced to be called a dickhead. But she had a full house. So did someone else, which meant a dance-off. I'm not a dancer, but after a pep talk from one of your girls, I pulled off a forward roll, a cartwheel and the worm, accidentally flashing the audience in the process. I won. We split the prize. That's nice. And the moment ended up in my dad's speech and on the big screen at our wedding. Iconic, she said, not me. Have you got any wild hen or stag stories from your years at the bingo helm? That's quite a nice story, actually, being in the wedding speech.
Yeah,
on the big screen.
Yeah, that is good.
That's lovely. We get quite a lot of hens and stags now.
That changed, like, didn't it? Like, I think after COVID,
yeah,
I think we seem to have so many more stag and hens.
Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think at first we were a bit like, oh shit, but like they're good crack, and they're like.
I think it's good crack, and I think for anyone that's never been to the bingo properly, or like it's a good. I think it's a good activity.
Yeah,
for hens and stags, especially like if you've got a hen party or a stag party with a mixed crowd.
Yeah,
I think people are always trying to look for something to do, like an activity that's for all ages. I'm not just trying to sell the bingo here, but like the hens and stags, but I think it genuinely is a good one.
It can be quite expensive to go on a stag and that, can't it? So I think pound for pound it's very good value for like.
That sounds like you are just trying to sell it now.
Yeah, it sounds like yeah. Promo.
It is good value. It's such a good laugh, and
yeah, it's really and it's
you
great
normally
value.
get a mention from the host, don't you? Really?
Yeah. Do you ever give shout outs to the? I think I've done. I think there was a show. Was it last year or last month?
Are you going to say loads of hens?
Remember where I said all the like?
You've done that once or twice, like yeah.
Because I think there was a night where I think there was about
12, maybe
more, and I said all the hens get up on stage in this big long queue at the side. I was like, oh, I didn't even think there was that many, but there was absolutely loads. But played Chapel of Love by the Dixie Cups.
Beautiful,
goes down well.
Beautiful.
I like it. Do you ever get a false call from a hen?
I haven't.
No. Well, a little tip for you.
Go on.
Play Iconic by is it Natalie Imbruglia or
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
Ironic.
Ironic. What did I call it?
Iconic.
Play Ironic.
Okay.
Because it says, and then you say, because you've got a false call, it's going to rain on your wedding day now. You've cursed yourself.
Nice.
It's a bit sly, like.
Yeah.
But
it goes off.
Like.
It does go off. So, anything else in the mail sack, Cole?
Let's see.
It's from Anonymous.
Oh, I love reading these. We work in a school and we were off on a slight... Sorry, I don't know what happened there. We work in a school and we're on a staff night out when, believe it or not, 2 of us actually won prizes, the unicorn and the hopper. Naturally, we brought them into school and ended up having races down the corridor, including against the students. Sadly, Hamish the hopper has since passed away, but Eunice the unicorn still lives on in one of the staff rooms. She regularly appears in all sorts of wildly inappropriate positions, much to everyone's amusement. Sorry, positions? Did I say that, positions?
I think so.
I am smashed.
Are you smashed?
No, you're not.
Yeah, he is.
He's only had one
It feels like
second.
it. I don't know why I couldn't speak. Little question at the end of it. Do you still give unicorns away? What's the one prize you guys would love to see make a return?
I don't think we could ever do a show without a unicorn.
Well, if you put down to
here
Jim
we
to pick
go.
the prizes,
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
that 80s prize list, could not believe it. Jim didn't
But
put a unicorn in.
a unicorn's in there. And speaking of in schools as well, I've seen a few like schools do like Bongo's Bingo tributes. Have you ever seen those videos? You know, like on the last day of school, the teachers come out. I'll have to see if I can find which a couple of different schools have tagged me in it, and that's pretty nice. Like
Yeah,
the teachers dressing up and doing
Didn't
Bongo's
some
Bingo.
of
It's
the-
like,
Your kids' school teachers got a bit loose, didn't they?
yeah,
Then
I can't name the school or the teachers.
Hiding the faces in the playground when you went in.
Yeah, I can't name the teachers or the school for confidentiality. But
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you know who you are.
They should. To be honest, I think they should teach more kids to gamble, don't you?
Well, it's not gambling, Jim. Do you know what I mean? But like it's just I just thought it was nice seeing a school doing a bingo. Like
Yeah, that is cute.
Yeah, no, it is.
That is cute.
they did get hit with a big because they called it Bongo's Bingo. We did send them legal
Cease and
letters.
desist.
It was a cease and desist, yeah. But right, this one's from Claire with K. The Bradley Walsh cutout, the Bradley Walsh cardboard cutout we won on a hen do made a surprise appearance at the wedding reception, much to the delight of the bride and groom. He made it all the way to the big day and definitely stole the show, and we got a few photos and a few laughs along the way. Are there any celebrities you'd love to get a cardboard cutout of that you've not been able to get a hold of? It's nice that people are bringing the prizes to the weddings and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's
cute.
nice.
That's
nice to
cute.
get a wee shout out at a wedding.
Yeah.
Any cardboard cutouts? Well, we've been going. Who have we got for April? Who's in?
Bear Grylls.
Ooh.
Bear Grylls. Is that who we've got? Do you know what? Since I've relinquished the prizes over to you, Steve, and I've just been turning up in shows going, "What's the prize?"
Winnie the
Bear Grylls.
It was between Bear Grylls and Martin Lewis.
Oh, you should have went Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis is good.
Well, we're getting Lewis, don't worry. We're
Are
gonna
you
get
getting Lewis? What's
yeah.
Lewis coming out to? Here comes the money.
Oh,
Nice.
shout.
Or money.
What a shout.
Who would you like?
Bear
then?
Grylls could be Wild Thing.
Bear Grylls. Where did you come up with? Where did you
Don't
get
know.
the idea of Bear
We
Grylls?
sat with Steve one day, remember we mentioned a few?
But he's blaming Steve.
No, me, you and Steve sat together.
I did
I
not
said-
say
I was-
Bear
Oh,
Grylls.
you were there?
I was gonna say he's not that current, but actually he's been doing a show and all, hasn't
Celebrity Hunted.
he? Celebrity Hunted,
Or
yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
He is quite current.
All right. Well, we'll
I'd
see.
like Bob
I don't
Mortimer.
think Bear Grylls is going to. Bob Mortimer, maybe. I'd love to give him away. I know you love him.
Yeah.
But
That new show's amazing, by the way. I know you don't like it, probably, but
the Laugh Out Loud
last one laughing.
just for Bob Mortimer.
So good.
All right. Who would you like to give away?
Don't know.
Okay, well, thanks for keeping the conversation flowing there. Cool,
Wait, I will lose. Who
Don't
would you
worry,
like
look-
to give away?
Look,
Who
I
would
know
you like to give away?
Who?
Who would you like to give away?
Maybe Wolf. Wolf.
From Gladiator?
Wolf from Gladiator.
Yeah, I'll give
Or
away
What would you
Jack.
play?
What?
What would you play?
Hungry like the Wolf. Hungry like the Wolf.
No.
The
Big Bad Wolf.
Right, this one's from Anonymous. Bongo's Bingo. Hands down, the most expensive hangover ever. If you've been listening to Jim, Bongo's Bingo is actually great value for money.
Yeah,
but,
chicken feed.
Oh, there you go. We went to Dubai. The show in Atlantis. Yeah, we don't control the price of drinks there. We went to the Dubai show with Atlantis with Fat Man Scoop, R.I.P. Oh, what a guy. He was headlining the after party. Vodka shots were outrageously priced, so we made a genius decision to buy a whole bottle. Seemed like a solid plan at the time. I remember two things: buying the vodka and scream singing at the front of the railings. My camera roll, all 870 photos and videos, confirmed the rest. The next day, my 11 a.m. alarm clock checkout hit me like a truck. I begged the reception for a late checkout, 3 p.m, then 4 p.m, until eventually I had to pay for another night. I agreed, but told them if I could make it to reception, I would be checking out. They sent the card machine to my room, and then I had to pay. I slept through another glorious 24-hour recovery. Totally worth it. I haven't had a bottle since, but I've missed a Bongos in Dubai.
Jeez,
So
that is an expensive hangover, isn't it?
I just think it's funny how in depth people go in the story. Like, they brought the card machine up to my room and I paid. Like,
yeah, well, you weren't going to believe the story unless you said. I would have just went, well, how the hell have you paid for that? Did they bring the card machine to your room? Oh yeah, they did.
How many photos did you have? Just to make sure.
Was it 804? Prove it.
Nope.
Have you ever done that on the late checkouts? You ever had to get the next day though?
yeah, I think
Have
so.
you done a next day?
I think so.
Hey, do you want to read this one, Jim? Oh no, sorry, that's me.
What about the
end. Yeah,
What about the
Wait,
question?
there's a question there, bro.
Bongos is pretty worldwide. So, which country and audience would you say is the wildest? Dubai's up there.
Yeah.
Dubai's just too mad for me.
Yeah,
like.
I think it's pretty mental.
Hey,
it's
aren't we
funny
back, shameless plug, aren't we back in Dubai?
Yeah.
Tickets are reasonable. Can't confirm the drinks prices though.
Yeah.
But then,
I think like when we were first going to Dubai and people kind of say, oh, you've got to be careful, like you can get arrested for this and this and this and this, but there's not like a policeman on every corner waiting to arrest you. So you go into some venues like, and it's absolute carnage.
yeah,
It is carnage. Like people just at the bingo, but it's just kind of we encourage people to go a bit wild.
I think you just get arrested if you're just in the streets.
Yeah.
But if you're getting shuttled between your apartment and the venues, you're usually okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Horny Heidi did a good job of doing barrel rolls all around the marina, jumping off bins and stuff like
Thank
that.
God there isn't policeman on every corner trying to arrest you.
He would have been on an 8 stretch. But listen, remember the Bungalow isn't just for us, it's for you. So please continue to send in stuff. And it's the big competition. It's the drawing competition. We want to send in Bongo's Bingo drawings. It can be anything. It could be a picture of the three of us. It could be a picture of a unicorn. It could be a picture of a Henry Hoover on top of the Empire State Building. Literally could be anything.
If anyone sends any pictures of Lawton, I'm gonna fucking flip.
Nothing. Yeah, and we're going to vote, and the winner gets, as Jim just said, £500 cash, and a table at the bingo, and 8 tickets to any show of your choice, except for Dubai.
Except abroad.
Except abroad. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. We're already giving you £500. It's mad. These competitions are absolutely nuts. I've got the finance team on my back. I've got the marketing team kicking off. But that's what we do. We do it for the people that are listening and watching. So have an amazing week. And we'll see you on the next one. Big love from me.
Thank you, F off.
And Nicole.
See you later.